I'm going over my list here. Recently, I was watching Dr. Phil, and I seen T.D. Jakes, one of Oprah's friends, get on there and say that the moral fiber decay of the black community, as well as the middle class community nowadays, should be blamed on rap music. And I said, let me take a look at that. Because before the commercialization of rap music, the power companies, the major labels, did not know what they were doing when they had first signed rappers on to their labels. For instance, like Ice-T and KRS-One and Public Enemy, they just knew it sold, and they just knew he was making money. You know, you get Beastie Boys on there, and they sell 4.5 million records at $10 a record. You do the math. Public Enemy and 2.5 million sales. Ice-T and 1.5 million. These guys are going platinum, triple platinum, quadruple platinum. But they came with a message. And that's what messed everything up. They had messages. Here's a couple of messages songs. KRS-One's 13 and Good. A song about having sex with a minor. And what happens afterward and during. And, you know, it was incredible. Love's Gonna Get You, talking about the love and hold to material items. By the time I get to Arizona, about the state of Arizona in 1989 not recognizing Martin Luther King's birthday as a holiday. Bass, from one of the Ron Syndicate homeboys from Ice-T's label, talking about bass and music instead of using the music in bass instead of using a crack pipe and bass. Rise and Shine with KRS-One, Chuck D, and Kumo D. God Made Me Funky, Kumo D. Self-Destruction, the East Coast Connection with KRS-One, and everybody on the East Coast came involved in that. You Played Yourself, Ice-T. Sound of the Police, KRS-One. Who's the Mac, Ice Cube, I'm Your Pusher, Ice-T. All the way up till Ice Cube did Rap Music Made Me Do It. Let me see, do I got any others over here? Hazy Shade of Criminal, Public Enemy. Sunshine, Brand Nubians. Unity, Queen Latifah. Buck Wildin. Terminator X and Valley of the Jeep Beats with Sister Souljah. Get the F Out of Dodge, Public Enemy. Can't Trust It, Public Enemy. Anti-Nigga Machine, Public Enemy. Shut 'em Down, Public Enemy. Express Yourself, NWA. The Days of Old, Paris. Funky Lesson, X-Clan. I Got the Power, and not Snap. I can't even remember the guy's name. I think it had something like something B. And he was talking about the national flag. All these events saw people taking the gold chains off, even Run DMC, Eric B. and Rakim, Slick Rick. The gold chains came off, the gold rings and all that. The gold era, that stuff was off, and the African medallions were put on. Who's going to take the whole weight? Gangstar, Guru, Discipline, Guru. It all comes down to money. Houdini, Fire and Ice, X-Clan. The list goes on. I got all kinds. It's a Shame, Moni Love, talking about a woman in an abusive relationship. Let's talk about sex. Talking about safe sex with Salt and Pepper. Do the Right Thing, Redhead Kingpin. Slow Down, Brand Nubians. Talking about a woman and her sexual appetite without using protection. De La Soul and My Buddy, using protection. De La Soul pulled a gun on Santa, talking about a little girl who was molested by her father. She had had enough. She went to the local mall where her father dressed up as Santa Claus during Christmas time and put one in his brain. Run DMC, Wake Up. Hard Times, It's Like That. You're Blind. I'm Proud to Be Black. When was the last time you heard a message in a rap song? When was the last time? I haven't heard anything except for how much money I got, the gold on my arms, around my neck. See that shit? Yeah. This. I got this. I got the girls bouncing in slow motion, and we all sitting on these rented cars, and we drinking this fake champagne. It's ridiculous, man. It's in every video. That's what they want. They want that ignorance. They want that arrogance, and that right there is a plague, is a decay of moral fiber. I forgot what Chuck D, Spike Lee called it, coonfoonery. It was like, this yes y'all and no sir, master sir type of language. I thought that we had got over with, in the 80s. I remember telling a girl I was telling one of my family members who was about 18, 19 years old about the messages in rap music, and she just turned around and said, that was then, this is now. They did that back then because they needed it back then. They don't need that now. You mad because they don't rap angry no more. What is you talking about? Have you wake up and looked around you, and do you see this? You see what's going on? Are you seeing this? What's the two most highest rated TV shows in the black community and the poor community? And you better not say Tyler Perry. You better not. You better not say The House of Pain and Meet the Browns. It is Maury Povich. It is Jerry Springer. It is Maury Povich. Every time I turn up on Maury Povich, who's coming on in 20 minutes, it's some black chick on there or some white chick or low income chick who had 13 different babies by 105 different guys, and she don't know who the father is. If that's not decay of moral fiber, I don't know what is. And how is rap music linked into this? Look at the style of clothes, listen to the rhetoric. That's all hip hop. It's all hip hop. Come on, man. I've been in the industry for 30 years. I'm one of the pioneers of rap music. I know this for a fact. I went through the same phase. You didn't think I went through the Dookie Gold Chain phase with the Fuzzy Kangos and my whole ambition at 18 was to get a car so I can get laid. That was the whole thing. I mean, you listen to not only us, but listen to the funk bands. Listen to Unsung by the Ohio Players and all the funk bands, Bootsy Collins. Even the Four Tops, the OJs. Hey, I was just singing so I could get the girls. They said that. New Edition said that. Boys to Men said that. It was all about getting the girls, getting some ass, getting laid. That's what rock and roll was. It was a release. We're not the best looking guys in the world. We don't have money. So in order to get the girls, we had to come up with something, and that was a whole vibe. But these people the arrogancy and the ignorance of the corporations, they have learned how to take one set thing and put it in a box and turn it into a product and push it out to the people, and the people are so stupid that they go and buy it. And how I know people are stupid? You bought the pet rock. Somebody put a rock in a box and put pet rock on it, and it's sold. You had the digger pets. You had digital pets. You had people in classrooms when I was in high school talking about, I gotta go water I gotta go give my dog some water or my cat some water, and they're playing with a digger pet. I said, wait a minute, let me get this straight. That's a digital pet. And you're taking time out of your life to print in and download some water dish to your digital pet. The Snuggie. A reverse house coat. Somebody took that house coat and reversed it and turned it inside out and put it on. How many times did we used to do that watching cartoons on Saturday? You people are so stupid, man. Come on, wake up. This whole thing was designed. The gold chain and the cars and the ooh, oh, 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 hey, they ain't saying shit. And they loving it because the corporations are making money. They're dumbing down the public at the same time that they're making a profit. It's the perfect plan. It's the perfect storm. Yes, hip hop is a decay on moral fiber, but TD Jakes, what you're doing is 1,000 times worse. I am speaking the word of God. You ain't speaking the word of God. You're speaking the word of finance. God didn't write that Bible. Man did. And then you pull your people in every week to pour money into your church while you ride around town in fancy cars, got on $3,000 and $5,000 suits, get to take planes here and there. Man, shut the hell up, man. You're worse than any rapper that's out there on the market because they're down here on the food chain. Entertainers are right here on the food chain. They're the bottom basement. They're the catfish of the entertainment world. They're the catfish of the corporate world. They're bottom feeders. The people that's making the money, for every 10 million records that 50 Cent sells, you best believe your ass that the corporation is making 100 million off of that, or 100 billion off of that. He's getting probably 0.010% of what they are making. It costs them 3 cents to burn a CD for an entire album, and they sell it wholesale to the marketers for 12. And that wholesale marketers sell it to you for 16 and 20. And then they put it on, then that's the first weekend and the first week of sales, and then they lower it down and they're still making money and profit off of you. At the same time, it's the same crap from every artist at the same time, and they spitting it out there. It's ridiculous, man. Jay-Z, all that money he got, Sean Puffy Combs, all that money he got, Master P, all that money he got, Oprah, all that money she got, everybody who got all his bread, even Plies make $20 million a year. You telling me you can't buy a prison? You telling me that you can't buy restaurants out of the chain and put black folks to work and put poor people to work? Y'all ain't doing nothing. Here's my other suggestion box before my time runs out. I suggested a 10-cent beverage tax on all recycled drinks in Georgia. I wanted to switch the bottles to aluminum and glass in all the bottling and eliminate and manufacturing distribution of plastic bottles. I'm asking for a 10-cent deposit on all bottles and drinks in Georgia and packing and cardboard and biodegradable coverings. No more plastic bags at fast foods or packagings in dollar stores unless they contain more than 60% of biodegradable material. I want the fast food restaurants to accept the EBT food stamp cards. This will increase hiring by demand and supply and provide hot meals to the homeless and low income. It also speeds up the resupply demand for recycled goods, creating more jobs in recycling plants and less garbage on the environment. And this is coming from a rapper that this lady said that I must have been a thug, and she told my homeboy the same thing, that we all grew up, every rapper is a thug, we all did crime, we never got to school, we didn't get degrees. Well, I got 10 of them, asshole. And TG Jakes, shut the hell up. You, Dollar Bill, Oprah, all you rich folks that don't do stuff for the poor community, all you 1%ers that don't do nothing for the 99%ers, yes, you are celebrating the 1%ers. Y'all need to wake up. Hip hop forever. One love. MCA, miss you, man. Incredible. Just incredible.